Hi folks, okay, so I've just been uploading another video and it's 30 minutes long. Now, the thing with this video is that I was initially editing it. Right at the beginning of the thing, I've only just realised as well that because of what happened, right, I'll tell you what's gone on. Right, so I was uploading this new video, the 30-minute video, and I was using Microsoft Filmmaker, whatever it's called, can't even remember, whatever. Anyway, so I was chopping it into smaller chunks so that it wouldn't be as long and as boring, and I was taking bits out, let's say the part where I'm actually putting the camera up. So put it up in the corner of the kitchen, and you know, it looks a bit naff, me just climbing up the thing and then cramming out, turning it on and then getting back down and taking the chair out, and do you know what I mean? It's not very professional. Anyway, so initially I cut all that out and then I chopped it into a nice bite-sized chunk, the first bit anyway, like 8 minutes, and then like saved it, then started uploading it to YouTube, and anyway, because I got sidetracked with a couple of other things, and then I completely forgot what the heck I was doing, so I ended up trying to upload the same video I was already in the process of uploading, and that video was taking 50 minutes to upload, even though it's an 8-minute video. But because I've edited it in Microsoft Filmmaker, it always seems to take longer to upload to YouTube when you do that. At least that's my experience anyway. So anyway, you know, fair enough, 50 minutes, whatever, you know, I can handle that, blah, blah, blah. But I was thinking to myself, you know, that's a flipping long chunk of time, do you know what I mean? And anyway, so like I said, I started uploading the same flipping video, and this is after it's only got about 20 minutes left on the video to upload in the first place, the first time I'm uploading it. So I suddenly realised my mistake, so I thought, right, I'll go into Video Manager on my YouTube channel, and just delete the one that I've started to upload, which is the same video that's almost uploaded as it is. So I proceeded to do that, and then for some reason, I have no idea why, when I deleted the video that I started to upload, that, you know, by mistake, because I was already uploading it, it deleted both. It deleted both of the videos, and yet it was still showing on the upload page of YouTube that it was uploading. So I'm thinking, what the hell? What's going on? Anyway, it turns out it had deleted it because somewhere around about, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes left before the video was due to be actually uploaded to YouTube, it flagged it up, this video has been deleted. So I'm thinking, great. You know, that was virtually 50 minutes of time just wasted. Do you know what I mean? So you can imagine I wasn't very happy about the situation. So I thought to myself, initially I was thinking, right, I'll just have to re-upload it, this, that and the other, blah, 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 blah. Then I suddenly thought to myself, this is going to take yet another 50 minutes. And it's now 10:30 at night, and instead of having the usual sort of early hours morning, sort of, you know, me staying up to those sort of hours and blah 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 blah, I wanted to try and get to bed a bit earlier tonight, because I just want to try and catch back up on my sleep. I fell asleep in my chair early hours of this morning and didn't wake up until 9 o'clock this morning, and then ended up going back to bed and not waking up until around about 1 o'clock this afternoon. You know, as a sleep pattern, that's not a very good sleep pattern. Do you know what I mean? I need to get my thing back into a proper. So anyway, I thought that, no, what I'm going to do is I'm uploading the video in its entirety. It's going to be 30 minutes long, there's going to be no edits in it, so it's going to look pretty rubbish, just from an editing point of view. I mean, I don't know, I think it's fairly interesting to watch in parts because of some of the things I'm talking about. You notice I'm sweating as well, by the way, because it's so bloody hot in this house yet again. Sorry. God, I am so stressed, and it seems at the moment it's almost constant. Do you know what I mean? I don't seem to get any bloody respite from it at the minute. I can't find a moment where I'm feeling calm and relaxed and just, do you know what I mean? I hate being in this. I hate being like this. It's been, you know, I've had some really good periods where everything, you know, I've just been ticking along nicely, and, you know, life's not been too stressful. But over these last, like I say, around about 18 months or so, it's just almost constant stress from one thing or another, and it's always little things as well. It's the smaller things really that seem to, you know, really get under my skin more than anything. But anyway, I paid some rent today, so at least that's off my mind a bit. It's not like I owe a massive amount of my rent, and it's not like I have to pay a massive amount towards my rent. I mean, I'm lucky in the sense that I got housing benefits, so that pays the, you know, the big chunk of it. But I still have to contribute a certain amount. Again, like I said, just lately I've not been able to do that. Not because I don't want to, it's just I've not been able to. Do you know what I mean? And so that's mounting up. But today I paid off a tenner of it at least, so, you know, that should at least, you know, at least then they'll get the sense of like, well, obviously it's not a deliberate act of not wanting to pay what little you have to pay anyway. You know, they'll hopefully think like, well, yeah, or at least he's made an effort. Whatever, I don't know. Anyway, so I didn't intend this to end up being a ranty video either. So the video you're going to see is 30 minutes long without any edits. I'm a bit unhappy and disappointed about that. I wanted to edit the bit where I turning the camera on and turning the camera off, because I had to get onto a chair in the kitchen because I put it on the counter and I had it right mounted in the corner as if it was like a security camera almost. Kind of, it looks kind of like that in a way. And it's me cooking my favourite meal, well, one of my favourite meals. It's not my favourite meal. I suppose spaghetti bolognese will always be my top of the list, really, if you really push me on it. You know, chip balm is definitely next on that list, definitely. But anyway, so it's about me doing that, talking about that, and what have you, and also talking about Spot, my cat. So yeah, all in all, probably a boring naff video, but I just wanted to tell you about it. But also now, as I said, and again, I didn't intend this video to be about 30 minutes long either, but we'll see where we go, eh? Anyway, so the other thing is, two things. Now tomorrow at 2 AM, so presumably that's the time she's going to get there, so presumably she'll want to meet before then, so maybe about 1, maybe half 12, I'm not sure. But at some point, my ex-girlfriend Joanne, like I've mentioned in a couple of videos before, and I put a video up when she gave me some of that cat food, and we haven't seen each other for a good while, but anyway, when I saw her that day when I was getting the cat food and stuff, she asked me if I'd go to the hospital with her. I've been there a couple of times before with her. It's I can't remember what it is now actually. But anyway, it's nothing serious. That's what I was trying to. It's nothing sort of serious necessarily. It's nothing what's the name or anything to worry about. It's just that, you know, it's nice to go. It's a bit of what do you call? Oh God, moral support. I'm telling you, I want a new brain or something, because this one doesn't work. Yeah, so anyway, like I say, she wants me to come to the hospital with her as like moral support, like I say. And I'm quite happy to do that. It'd be nice actually, you know. It'd be nice to, you know, spend a bit of time with her and all that sort of thing, blah blah blah. You know, this isn't about getting back together or anything like that either, by the way, in case anybody thinks that's what's going on or whatever, I don't know. Just purely, it's nice to be able to be friends and just, you know, anyway, so, I don't have any credit on my phone. I've still got her number, but I don't have any credit on my phone, so I can't phone her because she's not phoned me yet. And I thought that she might get in contact with me just to double check, say, "Oh, Paul, are you still on for tomorrow? Going to the hospital, blah blah blah." But I've not had any word, so I mean, I don't know. Maybe I might have to go down to hers and just find out what's going on. I guess I don't know. So I was kind of thinking what I'll do is I'll sort of put a shout out to her on this video and say, like, because I don't know if they watch my videos. I mean, I know that they have watched some of my videos in the past because they've sort of made comments on the Facebook page about it or whatever. So I know sometimes they do watch some of my videos. So I was thinking I'll give a shout out to Joanne now and say, Joanne, if you still want me to come to the hospital tomorrow with you, give me a ring either tonight or in the morning to let me know that you still want me to come. But if not, I'll probably pop round some, I don't know, about 10, maybe 11. I guess depending what time I get up, I guess as well. But hopefully before your appointment, obviously, I'll pop round and see if you still want me to come with you. But like I say, alternatively, give me a ring. Yeah. Okay, so that was one thing. The other thing was, and this is to my family. This is to my nieces. More specifically to Lena. Hello, Lena. Hi. Again, I don't know if you watch my videos or not. I have no idea if you do. I do sometimes post the odd video and things to your page, to your Facebook page, and you usually say that you like them or whatever, blah blah blah. Yeah, so to our Lena, or to any of my family out, that might watch or be watching, I'm going to be in Manchester on Wednesday, and I know obviously it's not, things are easier said than done or whatever, and I'm not asking people just to drop everything and just blah 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 whatever, but at least if you could just sort of like, because I have mentioned it on my Facebook page and I have sent a message to Lena to her Facebook page just to let her know that I'm coming to Manchester, and it'd be just nice if you could like maybe say, oh, that's great, Uncle Paul, whatever, but sadly we can't meet up because I'm going to be busy or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It was just kind of nice to know if there's a possibility of being able to do that or not. Just because if there's a chance of being able to see you guys, any of you guys, it'd be really nice. Do you know what I mean? I can't get to Manchester as easily as I used to now. But sorry, I've just had another thought, you see. Just as I said that, something else popped into my head. Literally as I just said that. Because I just reminded myself by saying that saw one of those mega buses the other day as I was travelling on a bus coming from Hyde Park. And I remember seeing the mega bus and I was looking at it. And although, you see, I don't like coaches. Can't stand coaches, and that's mostly because of my experiences around coaches when I was a kid. I used to get travel sick very easily, and my experiences with coaches were not very good, and I hated coaches and the length of time they took to get to places. That's why I love the train. I absolutely love the train because it's so fast and all the rest of it, and I very rarely, if ever, get travel sick on a train, Anyway. So, but recently, and again I say recently, sometime last year, I can't quite remember when, maybe summertime of last year, but I'm not sure exactly. I went to Oxford because I've never been before. Did some videos there for the regulars who watch my. You'll probably remember when I went to Oxford. Anyway, so and I went on a coach, and it's called the Oxford Tube. And it was about 20 quid there and back, yeah, I think it was an open return ticket as well, so it meant that even if I didn't get the coach back that night, I could have got the coach back the following morning, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Which is cool, you know what I mean? 20 quid, it's not bad. I think it's about an hour and maybe a little bit over an hour journey. I'm not sure. Excuse me, can't quite remember. So anyway, but my experience of travelling on that coach, I must admit, I was like, wow, do you know what? This is all right, because it was one of those double-decker things as well, and it had a toilet on it, and you know the seats were really comfy, and it's quite roomy. It's almost like a train on the road. Almost, it's like a train inside in some ways. Do you know what I mean? It's not like the old coaches I remember when I was a kid. So obviously they've come a long way. And so yeah, I was just, as I was saying, I was in the middle of saying that like I can't afford, because it's 70 odd, nearly 80 quid to go on a Virgin train to Manchester, and there's no way I can afford that. Just can't. Just plain and simply. When I was making that other bit of money, like I said, and I was doing really well, then yes, I could, you know, and again, not obviously every day of the week, but you know, at least once a month, or well, maybe possibly once a month, or maybe a bit less than that, once every couple of months, I could, you know, nip down. But now there's just no way. It's just not going to happen. But then, like I said, I was sat on the bus and I was going past that mega bus thing, and it looked very much like that Oxford tube coach, very similar looking anyway, and it was a double-decker thing, and it got me thinking, because like it's supposed to be about £1, but I think that's just the starting point, so some of them will be a bit more than that. And again, you see, my friend as well, he's gone back up to the northeast now. He's gone back up home to Sunderland, so he's gone back up there. But he was travelling backwards and forwards for a little while, and he was getting the coach round about sort of like early hours of the morning, so that he would get into Sunderland for sort of like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, or whatever it was. So like I say, this has all got me thinking now, and I'm thinking like, well, you know, one, it might be a lot cheaper when if you do it an early morning trip or whatever, and even though it might take 4 hours, maybe longer, 5 hours, if you're travelling at the early hours of the morning, it's kind of, one, you're not really missing anything in terms of scenery. Well, I mean, if you're on a motorway, you're not missing much anyway, really, are we? But I don't know. So it's got me thinking. You know, even if it cost me maximum £7, now I don't know if it's going to be £7 there and back or what, and I don't know if it's going to be one of them open return things. So I'm going to start looking into it, to record. I'm going to start looking into it, because if it works out, and if there's, you know, if it's, say, I don't know, just off the top of my head, for argument's sake, now it might be a hell of a lot less than this, it might be a bit more, but I guess if I think around about the £20 mark for getting up to Manchester, well, that's a heck of a lot more doable than £80, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? So that will make it easier for me to be able to travel home when I kind of feel like it. You know what I mean? £20, I can just about. And even hey, I'll tell you now. Like I said, earning £300 a month. And that's what it's averaging out at, round about. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes a little bit more. Like this month, it was £360. But round about £300 for the whole month that I'm making in terms of my money. You know, the work that I do. That, you know, even £20 is still a big chunk of money. But still, it's possibly doable. So if I say set aside £20 that I can then put towards the coach travel to back home to Manchester, it might be a little bit more doable on a bit more of a regular basis. And then, like I say, my family, if you're watching or if you listen or if you hear this, I will be this will go on my Facebook page as usual. I might even share it. Actually. I was just thinking I might have to split this video. Yeah, I might have to split this video, because, or either do a completely different video to upload specifically to Lena, just so that she doesn't have to sit through the rest of that monologue of me waffling away about other stuff. so that then she gets the point. So, oh, for God's sake, I can't believe I'm sweating all. It's so hot in this house right now. Yeah, so, I don't know, I'll think about it. It might be better to just do a more succinct, shorter video specifically to Arlena, and then upload that to her Facebook page, so that I can just sort of say, like, and put this idea towards them and say, like, you know, it'd be nice to meet up at some point, because I'd like to see them again. Do you know what I mean? I've only discovered that I've got these nieces and grandnieces and all this lot and sort of thing, and blah 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 and so forth, and grandnephew. You know, hang on, is that right? Grandnephew? No, it is, isn't it? Grandnephews, grandnieces, nieces, nephew. Anyway, discovering family that I never knew I had. A couple of years back now, that was. So, and you know, yes, I wanted to stay in touch. I'm not the best person in the world for staying in touch. I'll readily admit that. I ain't. You know what I mean? And again, I don't want to go into a big monologue as to... Anyway, never mind. Right. I think I will. I think I'll do a separate video for Arlena. But obviously this will go on my main channel as usual. Right. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because, again, I've waffled on for ages and ages and ages. And I really need to get to bed soon. Right, okay guys, I hope you, well, enjoyed the video. How can you enjoy just me talking? Right, catch you guys later. Bye for now.